All right. Hey, guys. It is Sunday, March 10th, 2024. Looking at crude oil. Looking at the daily. We retain the top dots. And this candle right here, as you can see on Friday, closed below all of these other candle bodies, all of these other candle closes. So, that just shows you that there's a lot of momentum to the downside. And I've always been wondering about this area right here, which is why I've got that question mark down there. It's also a bit of a trend line coming up through there. But anyway, I'm not really trading a daily chart. I'm just getting my bearings each week and each day because I'm looking for 20 to 80 pips a day in crude oil. That's it. So hopping on down to a 4-hour chart, this is really what I'm watching here. This is clearly some kind of a zone right here. And you can see further down, there's kind of a double bottom over here, right? And we've been making some higher highs and some higher lows. So this low right here, it came very close to making a new lower low, but it didn't. But what is interesting is you lost this trend line right here, which, am I trading trend lines? No. But it's something as like a reference, kind of a signpost. So we got below this trend line, and then you could argue kind of came back up and back tested this area, and then it came back down very near this low in an area where you've had price get rejected, you've had price come back up and get rejected, and then it held as support. And you can just see there's a lot of wicks in this zone, which is part of identifying supply demand areas. You're looking for wicks, especially in crude wicks all over the place. I mean, look at these wicks. It's wild. So what I'm looking for is either we're going to get down below here, and I think the next stop on the train would be somewhere here. But the ultimate target, if you're bearish, I think is this zone, 75.50. And to the upside, it's really 81.50. So I know that's kind of a big range. It's a $6 range. So am I trading based on a $6 range? No. But those are sort of the guidelines on the field of play, 81.50 and 75.50. And then these zones is where price likes to go back and forth and give you great clues. So what's the clue here? All right, so let's go down from the 4-hour to the 1-hour. So really, if this is going to pop back up and come back up here before it heads lower again, I think it's going lower. But if it's gonna pop up, then you want to see a 1-hour candle close above this area, above the current zone that we're in. Right? So you want to see one of these candles get up in that zone. Why? Well, just like it did over here. Well, this is actually approaching it from the top side, but coming up, you got above here and you got a 1-hour candle close somewhere just above the zone. Then you get a back test and it keeps going higher. Well, that's, if you're me, you're just scalping 20 to 80 points. That's it. And here it got rejected in that zone. So here, at the moment, it came down here and struck very near and then bounced, and it's kind of consolidating right here. So, and just as if you get a 1-hour candle close above, it's the same is true for down here. If it can come down here and make a lower low and get a 1-hour candle closing. Now, of course, it doesn't mean I'm going to be able to catch it, because what I like to catch is the back test. So if you get a 1-hour candle, and I'm not going to be awake all night either, although I might use some OCO down here with some conditional orders. But if you see a 1-hour close in here and then it kind of pops back up, in the morning especially, I'm very likely going to be shorting that. Let's see what time. So 7 a.m. Yeah. So if it can come down around 5, 6 in the morning and it's down here and then it comes back up, I'll be attempting a short trade. I'm more interested in the short side than the long side, quite honestly. So that's the deal. It's that simple. Actually, this is my chart from last week. So can it come down in here and close and then keep going? Let's find out. See ya.